This is Power Ground Boxing, where we're dedicated to the great sport of boxing. I need you to subscribe right now for another jab of boxing information or boxing news from around the world, commentary and entertainment with a focus on honoring those of the past and the present who have made a positive contribution to this great sport of boxing. Oh my goodness, man. This is Quick Jab, and we're going to be talking about Jermell Charlo. Oh my gosh, man. This is crazy right now. Now, I just got a message, right? And this message just was sent to me out of the blue. It said, did Charlo really break his hand? Someone asked me, they sent me a message though. In this message, they asked me, hey, did Charlo really break his hand? Now, I was disturbed just a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to talk about this right here. You mean to tell me we are living in a time where a individual who has become undisputed heavy welterweight, 154 now, did it a hard way. You mean to tell me the champion who made history and became undisputed, that's the person that you thinking would fake a hand injury? When in history have you ever known Jermell Charlo to duck any smoke? When? I'll wait. I can wait forever. You ain't never known no time where he ducked anybody. You ain't never seen it. If you got a problem with him, guess what? He got a problem with you, and he let it be known. So I'm not understanding the mentality or the times that we living in. We living in these social media times where a champion made history, don't get the recognition, don't get the love that he deserved, that he earned. He deserved it because he earned it. Don't get the recognition that he deserved. Don't get the recognition that he earned. No. Everything's just all whatever, right? I'm just not understanding the mentality of individuals of this time that we are living in. I'm just not understanding it. We're just living in real bad times where an undisputed champion breaks his hand, and then a person who has never been a champion in nothing want to say, is that even real? Did you really even break your hand? Like somebody got to be lying about breaking their hand in two places. What's wrong with you? Who raised you? Social media has made it where people who can't box, people who can't fight, people who don't even fight are so brave and so bold to say things that's completely disrespectful. Jermell Charlo has a chip on his shoulder because of people like you. You all, no matter what he do, you keep doubting greatness. He make history. He unify all the titles, right? He become undisputed. You still on the doubt. You still on the doubt train. What he do to you And listen, even if you hate the PBC, why you hate him? He ain't duck no smoke. Now, there are people, they get criticized for ducking and dodging. But what you can't say about Twin Charlo or Jermell Charlo is that he ducking smoke and he's scared to do this and that. What are you talking about? What you saying is just not factual. See, a lot of times people who don't know how to fight and people who just look at boxing a little bit, they just not even really fans of boxing. It's disturbing me, though. Did Charlo really break his hand? How dare you, peasant-minded individual, ask me that question? It's ridiculous. And you never seen a hand injury in boxing? Huh? You ain't never seen a hand injury in boxing? You know what? You know what? It's impossible for a boxer to break his hand. Yeah, that don't even make sense. It don't even make sense. No, it don't. You're right. It don't. This is the thinking that people having right now at this very moment. I'm just surprised. But then as I'm thinking about it, because I'm reacting right now in live time. My peoples just sent me a text message asking me that. Like, yo. And I don't even know why they asking me like I know Jermell Charlo like that. I don't even know him. Like, I don't know him. He not my friend. Like, yo, is he really hurt? Like, yo, nigga, what you asking me for? I believe him when he say that he's injured. You know what? Let's go to Exhibit A. So now what you're looking at right now is Exhibit A, Your Honor. Jermell Charlo, unfortunately, you hear what I said? Unfortunately, we live in a time where an undisputed boxer at 154 got to come on social media and talk to you. He got to tell you, hey, man, this is what happened to me. We living in a time where an undisputed champion has to go on social media and defend himself. So Jermell Charlo goes on Twitter and he says, 37 fights. And I ain't never had to postpone shit. I'll never back out or back down from any man. I'm king of 154. This ain't no mental health issue. This ain't no sling that you can buy at a pharmacy like Brian Castano did. But I'm going to bounce back and I'm going to give my supporters 2 fights this year. Stay tuned. Lions only. Now you can see him in Exhibit A besides what he said. You can see him in the picture. He had to take a picture of himself in a cast. That's the times that we living in. He got to take a picture of himself in a cast so that you won't try to cast doubt on him. He ain't never, you can see his fist in there, right? You see his fist swollen right there, right? So he's just showing you pictures of his fist. He's showing you pictures of him in a cast. He's leaving you a message on Instagram because he understands that we live in a time where people's heart and their mind is infected with hatred. He understands that. We living in bad times. We living in times where this dude at 154 wrecking shop done cleaned it up, mopped the whole division up, got all the belts. He Thanos right now. And you still trying to cast doubt on his name. like he did something to you. What did he do to you? He ain't do nothing to you. And he has never did nothing for you to push doubt onto him. So I don't understand what all this is about. Get that hate out of your heart because you infected. You a zombie. Some of you fake boxing fans, straight peasants in the brain. You could never be a king in real life. You could never be a queen in real life because your heart infected with hate. Exhibit B. We live in a time where an undisputed champion has to go to the hospital and he got to get a doctor's note and he got to post it on social media just to defend himself against you haters. To whom it may concern, Jermell Charlo was seen in my clinic on 12/23/2022. He has sustained a left scaphoid fracture and a fifth metacarpal base fracture. He will be placed in a short arm cast at this time, which you've already seen with Exhibit A. It is my recommendation that Jermell should refrain from upper extremity training that involve impact for 2 months. Signed by a doctor at a hospital. These are the times that we are living in. These are the times that we're living in where somebody who's undisputed, fighting an injury, now they got to fight with you on social media to prove that they are hurt how they say they are hurt. All because something in you is broken. Something in you is broken. A person that has no history of ever pulling out has to go on social media to tell your hating ass, hey, I'm really injured. Here's my proof. Here's my proof. Here's my proof. So this guy, it's crazy, man. So Jermell Charlo, listen to this. This is crazy. Undisputed now at 154. He takes a picture of his swollen hand, shows it to you. He tweets and lets you know, hey, this is real. I really broke my hand in 2 places. He got a tweet to you. He takes a picture of his hand in a cast and have to send it to you. And then he does what people have to do in the 7th grade to get an excuse. He got a doctor's note to show you and your hating ass, elementary ass, that he hurt. I don't know how stupid you gotta be a hater like you a hater. I just don't get it. We living in horrible times, man. Okay, so now, if you don't know, this individual makes a living, supports his family with these fists. His fists are his bread and butter. That's his primary source of income. That's not his only source of income, but that's his primary source of income. He does everything to protect himself, keep himself healthy, etc. Because you ain't never seen Jermell Charlo out of shape. You always see him lean, mean, full effect, fully charged. Always. Always getting right. He don't got no history. His whole jacket is clean. No history of no pullouts, no none of that. He ain't never been ducking no problems in the ring, outside of the ring. Hey, he like whatever. Got a clean history. So now if a hater can make you doubt a person that ain't even got no history of being nothing bad, you haters kill me, man. You know what you haters need to do? Listen, it is really messed up that this dude got to go through all these hurdles and jumping all these hurdles just so that he don't get the ridicule of people who do not care about him at all. He's a boxer, and if his hands mess up, that could alter his career. We know if you're not working out consistently and you're not in that gym sharpening that sword, we know that you get rusty. We know that. We know that you put on pounds if you can't exercise. And guess what? When you running, guess what you moving? Your hand. If you shadow boxing, guess what you moving? Your hand. If you're swimming, guess what you moving? Your hand. If you're doing sit-ups, guess what you're moving? Your hand. There's no type of activity that he can involve himself in at this point in time and not involve his hands. So he's just messed up right now. Messed up for at least 2 months. But it just really, the boxing world really disappoint me, especially these fake fans, man, with the doubting that, listen, if you want to put doubt on other people who done pulled out or other people who have cheated or other people who got performance enhancement drugs found in a system or other individuals who are training in performance enhancement drug camps, okay, I get it. You could throw some doubt on their name. I get it. Because they've given you a reason to doubt them. But not one point in time has that man ever gave you a reason to doubt what he is doing or what he has done. So I'm not understanding why all this hate and animosity and all this negative energy is getting pushed toward an individual that broke his hand in 2 places. Can't get it, man. I just don't get it. It just gotta be people who have nothing but negativity in their heart. Your brain has to be infected with hatred. Gotta be. Jermell Charlo, rest up, recoup, fight toward a comeback. You already at 154 and you've been there for a long time. You done did everything that you're supposed to do at that weight. And I'm telling you, it's going to be difficult making 154 after a super layoff. That's going to be difficult. I don't care what nobody say. And if you say different, it's probably because you don't throw hands and you probably don't box. But if you box, man, you know it's going to be very difficult to come back at that weight after being off, you know, because one thing I will say about Jermell Charlo, that dude stay in the gym. He stay in the gym. He stay working. That's why he stay lean and mean. That's why he a fighting Iron Man machine. You got what I'm saying? So we just living in bad times though, man. But that's crazy though. Like when I saw Jermell Charlo give you a doctor's note, give you a picture of himself in a cast, show a picture of his swollen hand, I just bust out laughing. I was like, what? And then I started seeing all over social media and all this hate. I was like, what? I couldn't believe it. Because when somebody give you a reason to doubt them, then of course you doubt them. Okay, I get it. But if nobody ever gave you a reason to doubt them and then you still doubt them anyway, it's something wrong with you, man. It's something wrong with you, woman. You got what I'm saying? But that's just my thinking. You know what I'm saying? What do you think? Do you think Jermell Charlo was faking or is faking a hand injury? And if you do feel that way, what evidence do you have to support what you are saying? Because if you saying that he don't have an injury and he's saying that he does have an injury and he's showing you the injury and showing you pictures and doctor's notes and all this, doing all of this, he doing the most just to prove that he ain't no duck sauce in him. He ain't never did that. So let me know in the comment section, what do you think? Where's your evidence? Hey, post a link to your evidence that show that he faking. Because you remember when Brian Castano was faking it, he had a sling on, right? And then that next day, you seen him at the beach running. Do you not remember that? Because I remember that. I'm just saying, if you have some evidence, please leave it in the comment section. You got what I'm saying? What do you think about Jermell Charlo's injury? Do you think he faking it? He got to fake it till he make it, even though he undisputed? Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense. It's just weird. We just living in weird times, man. Good grace. Listen, man, if I ever get hurt or if you ever get hurt, man, don't be posting online your doctor's notes. Man, listen, Jermell, don't be posting your doctor's notes, man. Don't be posting these people. Look, man, they going to say what they want to say. They going to do what they want to do. Forget all of that, man. Just do what you got to do, man. You know what I'm saying? And recuperate, heal up, and I hope that you can come back at 154. You understand what I'm saying? This is craziness, man. Look, this is Power Ground Boxing courtesy of Power Ground Sports. I got to remind you to punch the subscribe button, punch the like button. I want you to tell a friend about Power Ground Boxing. I'm Power Ground Boxing on all social media, so please look for me on Instagram, look for me on Facebook. And if you know an organization that needs boxing equipment, our organization donates boxing equipment. So that's just what we do. You got what I'm saying? Well, listen, man, like I said, Power Ground Boxing, courtesy of Power Ground Sports. We talk about the biggest names in sports and entertainment. I got to remind you to stay on the grind. Peace.